This podcast is meant for mature audiences only and contains strong sexual language. Welcome to Sex, Love, and the Black Experience with your hosts, Miss Kiki Love and Miss Nisha B of Orgasmic Melanin Goddesses. We're just two dope sisters who love to talk about sex and give our amazing guests a platform to share their experiences and expertise as it pertains to sex, love, and the Black experience. So let's get started. Okay, so welcome to another spicy episode of Sex, Love, and the Black Experience with the Orgasmic Melanin Goddesses. I'm Miss Nisha B, and our other co-host is
Miss Kiki Love.
Miss Kiki Love. Yeah. So, we always start off first with our, we call it our therapy session. So, Miss Kiki, what you want to talk about today?
We are getting ready for our Las Vegas trip.
Woo!
And it feels like we've been planning this trip forever, but it's only been maybe 2 months. I can't remember. Yeah, it's been 2 months, but it feels like we've been planning this thing for 6 months. That's how it feels. And we literally only have a week left to knock out all of the things to get everything prepared and ready.
Mm-hmm.
So
let's tell everybody what the Kink Back is.
The Kink Back is a collaboration effort with our super producer,
Pew, pew, pew.
Fleek Sauce, and us. We are just wanting to bridge the gap between people that are in the sex space, people that are in the influencer space, people that just want to network and all of that good stuff. So we're bringing people from Arizona, Nevada, and California, pretty much all of the West Coast, but there are people that are coming actually from the East Coast, because people have been, following us on social media and loving all of the different content that we are making, and people have been reaching out saying, I want to come. So it's been exciting. It's been very much exciting. I'm excited to see who all is going to show up and show out. And
Show out, yes.
Yeah, we have a lot of plans.
Yeah, well, the biggest thing too is that it's all about content creation too.
Yeah.
We're gonna really take as much content as possible, connect with each other, podcast.
Yeah.
But in addition to that, networking. So we're gonna talk about how we can collab in this space, how we can really put our community on the map when it comes to sex positivity, basically. And so I'm really, really excited about it. You see, I got my little ponytails here. I'm probably gonna do some space buns and some little sexy pictures and things. So really, for me, it's good too, because I know that I want to lose weight, I want to get healthier, but right now I have to love the skin that I'm in. So really taking those chances and risks and just being you're beautiful the way you are, and just taking some daring photos. So I'm really, really excited about that.
Yeah, we're gonna have a good time. It's definitely gonna be a mixed crowd of people from all over the place. I'm excited to see what's gonna happen. Yeah, you can when we're planning these things, you can plan until you're blue in the face, and then when it actually happens, stuff, sometimes stuff
it's
doesn't
just spontaneous.
Right. Yeah, stuff, you can plan all you want to.
Yeah. But it's all about the people.
Right. It's all about the people. It's all about the vibe.
Yeah.
As Fleek says, it's all about vibes. And so I just want to go with the flow. I just want to just see where it takes us and, you know, do what we are meant to do. Right. So it's going to be a good time. I'm excited for all of the collaboration efforts from a lot of different people. There's a lot of different people from different backgrounds. It's going to be a really, really good time. We have some very unique things I'm not going to say because you niggas don't deserve it because you didn't pay for your ticket. How about that?
I think there's going to be a lot of people like, dang, I should have gone.
Yeah.
Because, you know, when we start putting out some of that content and be like, wow, look, let's talk about collaboration and why that's so important.
Right. Collaboration is something that that's our like mantra. That's like our motto is collaboration over competition. We are not here to compete with anybody. We work in our own lane and we do our own thing. And so we're not here to compete. You know, I tell people all the time, like, I'm not here to fight you over space. Like, your space is your space and my space is my space. And if we meet somewhere and we, you know, and if the stars align, then yeah, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not here to fight you. I'm not here to take over your space. So especially in the Black sex realm, it's limited. Like, people think like it's limited space, but no, there's so much room for growth in this industry. And so there's so many lanes for different people. So I'm excited, like I said, and for Vegas. And yeah, it's gonna be a very interesting, because I've already seen some of the people that are going to be participating. I'm like, okay, who gonna get cream pie?
Oh, shh. We not talking about that. Listen, whatever. Listen, we already know it's gonna be some sexy things going on. Like some sexy massages.
I already told Fleek, you know, I'm Sandy Cheeks. I just want to see the nuts.
Oh. So that means you're the voyeur. We're not the exhibitionist.
Hell no. I just want to see some shit. I just want to see.
I want to see some shit, but I kind of might want to do some shit.
Well, you got a husband, so you gonna be doing some things. I ain't got nobody. I'm single up in here, this motherfucker.
But it's gonna be all different kind of people.
There ain't nobody touching me, friend. Don't put your paw on me. Don't put your paw on me. But I want to see.
You want to see, like, I'm just trying to say, I'm up here trying to see what's up in hell.
Because I'm looking at the roster. They be feeding me pasta and lobster.
It's gonna be sexy. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We put together some really cool things, some sexy
and we
spaces.
Not telling you niggas nothing because you didn't buy your ticket. You understand me? You didn't buy your ticket.
Right.
You ain't getting you don't get to know what's happening. But just know this. We got some things cooking. Yeah. And we're excited. Like, we are excited for what is about to take place. So but like I said, I just want to see somebody get cream pie.
Oh, you silly.
You know, because I'm Sandy Cheeks. You know, I just want to see the nuts. I'm collecting all the nuts, friend. You know, the coconuts, cashews, almonds. I'm collecting all of them, and I'm putting them in my pocket. That's what I want. Cause we have a group chat. For those who don't know, we're very, very goofy on the group chat. And me and Fleek yesterday, we was just
y'all was clouded.
We was goofing off real bad. And then this one, she went to go see Barbie.
I went to see the Barbie one. That's why I got my ponytails like this.
And so afterwards, right, because we was on the phone, and she was like, dang, I missed all this. I said, yeah, go on and listen to it, friend. All she said was, you niggas is
said y'all crazy.
You niggas
I didn't say y'all crazy. I don't say retarded.
You niggas is really stupid out here.
Stupid.
Like, really,
it was hilarious.
Really stupid. So ain't nobody got time for that. Like,
Sandy
really.
cheeks.
Yeah, because I was like, I'm SpongeBob SquarePants. I'm putting on my SpongeBob's and my Tinkerbell pajamas. And I'm about to just watch all the melee.
Had a popcorn and be like,
yeah, because I'm
shit.
I'm trying to see something. So hopefully Mary, shout outs to Mary.
Yeah.
Yes. Hopefully she'll do something real strange for a piece of change.
Quit. Quit. I might do something strange for a piece of change.
I'm about to text Mary and be like, Mary, you about to do something strange, friend, for a piece of change. Yeah, so I'm excited. Like I said, I'm very excited for Vegas. I'm also excited. We are, listen, when I tell you, we can't even tell y'all the big news that we just got.
We got to keep that under wraps. We can't pronounce that yet because we don't know yet. We're still working on it. We got some shit brewing
for the expo.
The Melanated Sex Expo, February 23rd through the 25th, 2024.
Yes.
We're going to bring some amazing people back. We got some great moderators that we're bringing back.
Yes.
We'll be rolling out our workshop forms because we want people to create fun, interactive workshops.
Yes.
So if you're out there, it doesn't matter where you are. You want to come
Do you want to tell people
the
theme for next year? You want to tell people the theme?
Yes. It's our bodies, our pleasure, our power.
Woo!
Yes. Oh, no, I'm going to do that one. Pew, 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 pew. So if you feel like you want to do a workshop that's related to what our theme is, definitely, reach out to us, follow us. We'll be rolling out everything for the expo soon. We also are going to be looking for volunteers.
Yes.
We also are looking for vendors. We're looking for sponsors. Just
we can't
a lot of everything.
Listen, when I tell you this person, I'm not saying their names.
We not saying nothing yet. We still working on that. That's still brewing in the pot.
When I tell you this person, I've been following for years. Okay, I've been following these particular people for years, and he reached out of the blue. I will say this, it was out of the clear blue sky. I have been tagging this person, following this person, masturbating to this person for a long time. Mm-hmm. Yeah, him and his partner.
We don't want to say.
We're not naming no names.
Because listen, we manifesting.
Yes. And when I tell you I've been manifesting to work with these particular people, this is when I tell you manifestation and how it works.
Mm-hmm. Affirmations, all that.
When I tell you it works, it absolutely works. Mm-hmm. This is literally the manifestation, like creating itself. Mm-hmm. Like to have somebody like Sir Marvelous come to our event.
Wow.
And I manifested to work with him years before I even met you. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to tell you, like, I've been following these particular people for a very long time before I even met Nisha. I need people to understand something. I've been following these people before I even met my business lover. Okay? So they reached out to us. They came in our DMs.
But what's crazy is when we first started, because this is our second one,
right?
We got ignored quite a bit.
Yeah.
We got ignored. People's like, who the fuck are you?
Right.
But that speaks to the success of our expo last year.
Yeah.
I mean, this year.
Yeah.
And how the word is going out.
Yeah.
And how people are like, what you guys are doing is so
revolutionary.
Dope.
Yeah.
Like dope. Like we have people in other countries wanting us to bring it there. So it's just, like you said, manifestation is amazing. The other thing too is having a reputation of treating our guests and the people that work with us. OMG, like last year, our feature guest said that we set the bar.
Yep.
Like now when other people book them, they're like, well, OMG did this.
Right.
What you gonna do?
Right.
So the word got around.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's still a small sex space in the Black community.
Yep.
And now people are really watching us and seeing what we're doing. So even people that like didn't even read our email, didn't open them, didn't look at them.
Yep.
Now they're reaching out to us and it's like, oh my God.
And when I tell you this person reached out and I told this person, about, because they asked about the studio space and where we record. And I said, oh yeah, it's a Black owned studio. And they were like, Black owned? What? So they got excited. So then I told this person about the expo. And they said, well, I've never been to Phoenix. My partner's never been to Phoenix. I said, well, you're going to have to come out to Phoenix. And then I informed him about the expo. And I gave them the website.
Right.
When I tell you, they came back and was like, this shit is so fucking dope.
Yes. Let's make it happen.
We were on the phone having a meeting and I flipped the fuck out. I was screaming.
So we manifested this.
Yeah.
We manifested it. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to listen. Linda.
I cannot tell you their names because they are major in the industry. I am not saying nothing until they say yes.
And sign on the dotted line. I know. It's just, we are super excited. When we are calling those things out that are, calling them out, we are manifesting it. And when I tell you that we listen to the feedback,
we have
because
some
we
things
in our
cooking
survey,
for y'all.
we are really working very hard to make this event much better than it was.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people were like, that was your first one?
Yeah.
And this was dope to be your first one.
Yeah.
So we are trying to make it better.
Yeah.
We're trying to grow.
Yeah. When I tell you, we've been in the lab cooking. And this one over here don't cook. Okay? But she know how to cook some goddamn business. Okay? She can't cook. But she know how to cook some goddamn
Not that I can't cook, I don't cook. I can follow a recipe. If you can follow a recipe, you can cook. Now, I'm not, like my daughter used to say, a cooker girl. Like, I can't be like... I can
throw shit together.
Yeah, I need a recipe. I seriously... And the same thing in business. Yeah. We're trying to create a formula and a recipe for the success of this event. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that we can keep... So that each year it'll be duplicatable. Yeah. We can do it every time. And the other thing is other people want us to take this expo. And then we want to go global.
And we said, like we've said numerous occasions, we not taking this shit nowhere until Phoenix is smooth sailing.
Yep.
Once Phoenix is smooth sailing, then you niggas in other states can partner with us and we can bring it. We'll work it out. But until Phoenix is where it needs to be, we not taking it nowhere.
Yeah.
So, but like I said, when this person reached out, I flipped the fuck out. I called this hoe over here and was like, bitch. Guess who slid in the DM?
Ooh.
Guess who? And this one just,
yes.
Just flipping out. And so, again, we not saying no names, but just know that we've been, and I think these are the only people that you know of in like the industry, because you don't know the names of the folks.
I don't know everybody. I've learned. Yeah. I know you've been following a lot of people for a long time, and so I learned a lot through you.
I know the names. I be knowing the names.
Right, she know the names, their background, their history. But and see, that's what makes us good partners. Yeah. Because like we're things that I may lack knowledge in, Kiki has, and so we, as business lovers, we work together and we make dope ass events like this Kink back. our Melanated Sex Expo, like y'all need to like be on with us because we about to be on the map. That's all we saying.
Cause I'm excited. Like we sent them the information last night. I was so nervous. I couldn't go to sleep until like almost 2:00 in the morning. Because I was just tossing and turning because I'm like, please.
Yeah.
Please. And so it's happening.
It's happening. We manifesting that.
We are manifesting.
It's gonna all come together.
When I tell you, and I'm trying not to get emotional because it's like everything that I have dreamed of, that we have dreamed of,
it's coming into
is coming. And I tell people, I said, listen, this was a vision that I had over a decade ago. And never in a million years would I have thought that this would come to fruition, let alone have big people that are like well known in the industry be looking at our our shit and just be like
and look at us as peers.
Right, exactly.
People that we looked up to are now our peers.
Yeah.
And so that's what we're super excited about.
Yeah.
And we're also super excited.
Yeah.
We're gonna take a break.
Yes.
When we come back, we got an amazing guest. We always have some awesome guests. But people talk about Arizona like y'all sleeping on us because it is some dope ass people here.
Yes.
Seriously.
Absolutely.
And it's some dope shit going on here.
Yes.
So definitely we're gonna take a quick break.
Yes.
We're gonna bring our guest on.
Yes.
And we'll be right back.
Yes.
We are Orgasmic Melanin Goddesses, where we make sex education and discovery fun for the BIPOC community. Join us on all social media platforms as we have amazing events coming your way. Okay, so we are back at an episode of Sex, Love, and the Black Experience, and we've got an amazing guest with us, and I'm going to let her introduce herself. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Okay. Hi, my name is Brooklyn D. DeMornay.
Woo,
I am a 47-year-old Black Latina woman of leather.
Yeah.
Come on, Afro-Latina.
Hello.
I'm not just one, I'm both.
Yes.
I'm a Black Latina.
Hello.
I tell people I'm Black, I just speak Spanish. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Did you hear, niggas? They are out here.
We are out here.
Listen, like I tell people all the time, like when it comes, because we've had that conversation on other podcasts, and I've had to check niggas about, that.
Right. Absolutely.
And like about Latinos and their because Black Latinos are not a race. Just like y'all not a monolith. There are white Latinos, there are Black Latinos,
absolutely.
there are even Asian Latinos, believe it or not. Yep. Like, what the fuck? Like, y'all need to understand Latinos are not a race of people. It is a culture.
Oh, yeah.
It is a culture because you can be Black and Latino. You can be white and Latino. Mm-hmm. You can even be mixed and Latino.
Oh, absolutely.
And I've had to check a nigga. We not going to give that nigga no clout on this podcast.
But you had to check it.
Cause that nigga tried it.
Okay.
He tried.
What did he say? You went Black?
No, we'll talk after.
Yeah, we'll talk after. We don't like to put people on blast like that.
Yeah, because he said something real fraudulent. real. It was, I was like, did he just say that? You looked at me and I looked at you. And then you was just like, I'm not in this.
Yeah, I need
my name is Bennett and I ain't in it. I felt like I wasn't. So when it comes to like culture and race, sometimes I don't feel qualified to have those conversations.
Right.
So I just sit back and listen.
Yeah.
And I learn.
The conversation went like this because we were talking about misogynoir.
Okay.
And misogyny in Blackness.
Okay.
And how we fit in that lens of being not only Black but fat,
right?
But in the sex space, and me being dark skinned because I'm bigger than her. Mm-hmm. So my intersectionality is I have a lot going on, right? And then I gave some nuance, And I was talking about, well, there's certain individuals that are allowed to be sexualized in our culture, right? And I brought up Cardi B.
Okay, Black Latina.
To me, and I said this, she is of mixed descent, right?
Does she identify as Black?
No,
she doesn't identify as Black.
No, but she is. She's a Black Latina.
To me, and I said she's a mestiza. And, right.
Yeah.
Because she is. Her father is of white Dominican descent, and her mother is a Southeast Asian Trini. And he says
Caribbean.
Caribbean.
Black.
Right. So, and I made that very much distinction because I had to be very clear.
Right.
Because she gets away with things that we cannot.
Oh, absolutely.
Facts,
Absolutely.
Right? So that's why I brought that up. Then he said something real slick, and again, we'll say that off camera.
Yeah, let's say that.
And so it was, and then it turned left real quick, and then this one over here was like, oh, I'm not in this. Like, I'm not. And then he brought up Meg and, things like, and I was just like, I can't with these noggles.
As a light-skinned Black person, I'm going to say this and I'm going to leave it alone.
Okay, go ahead, say sis.
They like to put us light-skinned motherfuckers in the front.
Wow, okay.
And they forget about our dark-skinned people.
Because I brought that up.
Because we're more appealing to the eye, quote unquote, in this social
construct.
Yeah. And I'll be like, nah, put me in the back. Put the beautiful chocolate in the front.
And I brought that up because I said there is a hierarchy in Blackness where light-skinned Black women are at the forefront of Blackness, right? And then me being of very melanated skin tone.
Delicious, may I add?
Right, thank you. I am at the bottom of the totem pole when it comes to desirability politics.
I mean, in their eyes.
In their eyes.
Because in our eyes, baby, you...
Hot.
Thank you.
Hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate. But I'm talking
Go
about
ahead and dip her in a cup of milk.
I'm speaking about desirability not only in our community, but in the white supremacy.
Oh, absolutely.
Right? We are at the bottom of the totem pole. So the darker you are, the bottom that you are. And so it was a very layered, nuanced conversation that this nigga could not comprehend because nigga, I read. I read all the books. I read the things, right? I do the learning and the listening and had to unpack, right? Years of shit, right? To get to this place of understanding of where I'm at in the world and how people perceive me as a dark-skinned Black woman who is also fat, also in the sex space, and how people look and desire me. So when I hear people saying, and this is relevant to the conversation, and we were having a conversation about essence and how particular people, right, were talking about Meg the Stallion. And Janelle Monáe, and how respectability politics and how these two particular Black women were being attacked, right? In not only our community, but even white folks were having a conversation about how these two Black women are supposed to move.
They're not supposed to do that.
Right. Why are you in our business?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Why are you in our business? Mind the business that pay you rent. This is our business. This ain't got nothing to do with you.
Stay out this cookie store.
Yeah, I think a lot of it had to do with, because it was Essence.
Yeah. It was the auntie. It was for the aunties.
They have the whole thing about your audience. Yeah. And they felt like what they did was not for that audience.
Okay.
Right.
Like the fact that Meg Thee Stallion, I think she did a twerk class or something.
She did. So what happened was Meg Thee Stallion was the closer, right, for Essence this year. And it was the 50th anniversary of hip hop. And so they had a bunch of different artists, hip hop artists. They've really never had hip hop artists at Essence, just to be clear. Essence is for the aunties and the uncles.
Right. They like that
for
smooth.
those who, It's always been R&B and jazz. It's always been that, right? And so over the years, Essence is now starting to shift and change.
Because their audience is changing. I mean,
absolutely.
They want it. It's all about revenue.
Right.
I mean, we the new aunties.
Right. And so they were like, well, there were kids in the audience. Hold up, wait a minute. Who
brings their kids to Essence though? I thought it was adult anyway.
That was the number one thing I said, friend.
I said, first of all,
right. I said, if you can afford the tickets to Essence and fly your ass there
and take your kids
and fly and get a hotel and all that, why are you bringing your children to the Essence Fest? You can afford a goddamn babysitter for that weekend. Like, I don't understand. Essence has always been for the grown-ups.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
It's always been for adults. Even though I've never been, I've always seen Essence as this grown thing.
Grown and sexy.
Grown and sexy for the grown-ups. It's never been for children.
Girls Trip even kind of highlighted that. Like,
absolutely.
So I'm just like, I've never seen it marketed to children or for family, if that makes sense.
Absolutely not family.
And so why would you even bring your kids? Because I saw the lineup of who was going to be there.
Right.
None of which
were
kid friendly.
They knew what they was getting into.
Right. So fast forward to that, right? I saw the lineup, right? Saw the lineup for it. I was like, none of this is for kids.
Right.
None of the lineup, because they had T.I. there, they had Ludacris there, right? They had Missy Elliott, Jill
Not
Scott.
A juice box in the building.
Right. Come on, juice box.
Not a juice box.
Come on, juice box.
Right. So if you brought your kids,
right, that part. And so none of it was for children. So that was uno mistake number one. You bringing your toddler to the function, and you already know how I feel about kids and grown-ups in grown-up situations. We've had conversations
about
that. Go to your room.
Go to your room.
Go to your room.
You ain't got to go to sleep.
If you are not 21 and over, go to your room, because we grown-up time. Go to your room. That's how I feel about that one. Amen. But yeah, so that was that. Then again, respectability politics when it comes to black folks and white supremacy and how we're supposed to conduct ourselves around certain people.
Right. Well, that's the whole that's the whole thing in dealing in the sex space. It's like we always, it's like we can't be free and expressive of who we are because we represent a culture that's been, stigmatized.
Oh, absolutely. That's white people shit. Don't do that.
You know what I'm saying? And so we have to learn how, let's decolonize that. That's what I love. Cleopatra. Right. We had a guest last month and she talked about that, like decolonizing sex.
Oh, absolutely.
Because we are not a monolith. And
black folks is nasty too.
Right. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. And it's okay. It's okay to be that and not be like, well, we have to be so buttoned up when white folks see us because, you know what I'm saying? You representing everybody and everything is so sexualized. It's not about, you're going to have people, you got people in certain spaces and you got people in the sex space, and don't shame people.
Right.
Oh, absolutely.
Because that's where they are. Some people are just sexual beings. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So I agree with you with the big.
It was very much, so NDRE had made a statement.
Yes.
And again, trying to be the respectable one, you know what I'm saying? And talking about Janelle and her performance and talking about Megan and her performance and basically trying to shame them, right? Oh. Into being the respectable black woman. Right.
Yeah, and then I saw TGIF too. They brought it up like
and Funky Dineva.
Yeah, he's so tired of everything being said. But they're on the show, he's talking about sex.
But I mean, just because you're that way doesn't mean you're not respectable.
What he said pissed me off to the highest level of pistivity. Right?
Pistivity.
Word
of the day is pistivity.
Really pissed me off. And he said, we're raising a generation of whores.
Yes.
In the black community. Mm-hmm. We're raising a generation.
And he the biggest hoe.
I mean, I'm a self-professed hoe. I was always that way.
Right.
Yeah. Ain't nobody reformed hoe,
to be a hoe.
I'm a reformed hoe, and now, I want to be a hoe for my husband.
I'm a hoe life. I love hoeing.
Come on, hoe life. We're going to put that on the shirt. We're going to take that, sis. We're going to take it.
We gonna give you a few dollars for it. I don't even need.
Yeah.
But I just feel like, as Black people, and when we're talking about this thing called Blackness, there's layers and nuances that have to be discussed, right? Because we cannot get over this thing called white supremacy.
But as Black people, we don't want to discuss it.
Yeah.
We don't.
And now I agree.
We'll discuss it within
yeah.
ourselves, but we will not discuss it in public.
Now I do believe that there's time and place for things. Okay, I do. But at the Essence Fest, if it's an adult only thing, she first of all she had her nipple covered.
Okay, as she should.
When she popped it up, right?
Yes.
And then Meg doing the twerking
Janelle
thing.
has always been a sexual person. People just never
Right,
caught
well,
it.
at first though, she, because she
She's
was so
always
buttoned
been
up with the
right. But
Right.
again, the reason why she did that was to pay homage to her mother and father who were blue collar workers,
right.
who were, literally janitors.
But now she a swoop.
But also, people have
she
to remember
a lipstick lover.
Yeah, she's always been on the edge.
But people have to remember, when people come out as artists to begin with, the producers and the companies and whomever, they don't allow them to be who they are. Right. But once you start making that money and it's your money and you have established yourself, that's when all of a sudden they're like, oh, I didn't know this person was like this. You didn't, because they couldn't.
Right.
But now that they have established themselves and they have established that they can make them some money, you some money, and them over there some money, they can do what the fuck they want to do.
And same thing with like Disney kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They put them in a box and then it's very hard for them to
to
they
got to grow up.
To become
they
an
have
adult.
to grow up.
They
I
don't
look at
want
someone
people
like
to.
Zendaya, right, who brilliant performance in the HBO what's that show?
I can't watch that show.
What
really?
show?
It's
for kids to me. The one Euphoria.
Yeah, Euphoria.
Oh, I haven't heard about it.
It's
not for me. I'm grown. I don't want to watch that.
She won an Emmy for it.
My kids love it though.
Yeah, because but being a Disney kid, she's been a Disney kid, and being in that box, and then now doing a show, Euphoria, where they're talking about sex, drugs, and rock and roll. That's.
I mean, she's at that age,
right? Absolutely. So I get it, right? And
I couldn't watch it.
Layers, nuanced. It's so frustrating dealing with certain Black people and respectability politics and dealing with that, and it's just so frustrating
especially in the creative space.
Exactly.
It's like, remember, they want every movie to be about Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks. It's like Black people, they have sex, they love, they feel, they create. Right. They're drug addicts. They're all of that. White people can express that. Black people can do the same.
Like my sibling said today, Rosa Parks even left some niggas behind.
Come on.
Okay?
Come on.
Rosa Parks didn't save everybody. She left some of the motherfuckers where the fuck they was at.
Come on. Okay? Come on. Say that.
So
it's just challenging.
Yeah.
Dealing with certain individuals. And, because when I watched the going back and forth between Claudia Jordan, Funky Dineva, and Al Reynolds, and they were all having the conversation, they were coming from a lens of being old.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah,
They're over 40 and they feel like, twerking is tired. Claudia says something about, twerking has only been around for like 12.
That's not true.
She's late. She's late.
It's been around from the beginning.
Claudia, if you ever watch this, baby, you late.
Tired. Pussy hole, you tired.
Well, right, but when you was young, you was out there doing your thing, and now absolutely. We need to stop. I'm
she must forget that, though, because I'm 47.
Right.
Though we didn't have the quote unquote twerking.
Yeah.
All of our songs were about,
I turned 50 on the 31st.
Happy birthday!
Yeah.
All of our songs, if you go back to the 80s, what were they about?
Sex.
Doodle Brown. Come on. Doodle Brown.
But not only that, even R&B, like when I started listening back in the 70s and the 80s, the music, I was like, this is about sex.
It's about fucking.
Right, but
it was sex.
It was like they, they were a little bit more like like the words they said and coded.
Oh, absolutely.
But
like the electric slide, did you know that was about a dildo?
About dildo.
Yeah, about a vibrator.
I don't know because I read and I heard that they actually interviewed and people said that.
It's about a vibrator.
It is because the person was saying, I think the person who wrote it said it wasn't.
It is.
Okay. It's when I listened to the words and stuff, I was like, shit, it's electric.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying though. So when she said that, and I was like, I refuted that like wholeheartedly because literally you can look it up on Google. It's an African dance. It's from West Africa. Like that dance has been around since we've been in inception, since we created life on this planet. So what are you talking about? Like this is nothing new.
But this is where education as Black people comes in at.
Right.
Yeah. Knowing your history.
Right.
And that doesn't mean just your history. It means go deep.
Right.
Dig.
Even Luke, like Uncle Luke has something to say. He was like, is Janelle going through a crisis? Like, I'm like, you the last person, nigga,
again, but
something.
we also, it's a patriarchal society too. So in addition to like when I watched the Barbie movie, they talked about a patriarchal society.
Yeah.
Well,
like
in their society,
that show Barbie is not for kids too.
No.
I'm telling y'all,
I mean,
kids won't get it.
some of us don't live in a patriarchal society.
Come on.
So in my leather house,
that's why I was just let's get back to you.
It's a Black female run 50s household. And you know the 50s women didn't run shit.
Right.
But we do.
Nice.
So let's talk about about what's the name of your house again?
So I am second in charge of the house Shangri-La.
Yes.
That was founded by Goddess Sadie, rest her soul.
Yeah.
And her partner Sir Hammer.
Okay.
Sir Hammer is our house daddy. Sir Hammer is also a white woman who was raised by a Black father, but she is white. Her adopted stepfather is Black. So in essence, that's still a Black one.
Yeah.
She don't try to be or act like one. She knows that she's not. And when because it is a Black female run household, even though Hammer and Sadie made this household together, Hammer kind of just took a back seat because Hammer is like, us as white people have to know our places. And when Sadie founded this house, even though it was with her wife, it was a Black female led household. I was so
intrigued when you talked about that at our expo.
I was Sadie's first in charge, or second in charge because Sadie's first. And when Sadie was taken from us, we went to East Leatherfest. The family did, and I got down on my knees, and because I was supposed to quote unquote take over the house as a Black woman. One, I wasn't ready to do that. Number one. Number two, I wouldn't feel right doing that when her wife, who helped her found the house, is standing right there.
Right.
And Sir Hammer said to me before we went to the fest, she said to me, I'm okay with taking a back seat. And I said, you don't need to take a back seat. This house is also yours. And the Black leather community can either accept that or not. And so in front of hundreds of people, I got down on one knee and I said, first I did a whole speech, and it was basically like, Goddess Sadie loved and adored her wife. Anything she would do for her wife. So me taking a back seat and still remaining second in charge, I feel like Goddess Sadie would applaud that. Whether she would have wanted it or not, I don't know, because we never talked about that. We don't know we're going to die tomorrow.
Right.
So, and she was a very educational, I'm on the go Black woman when it comes down to leather and kink. Death was not on her mind.
Right.
And so I took it upon myself, and I presented my loyalty to Sir Hammer, even though she is a white woman. But I presented my loyalty the same that I did to Goddess Sadie. Because I respect them both as individuals, not because of the color of their skin.
Yeah, awesome. So in the House of Shangri-La, let's talk about what happens in that beautiful, just dynamic and just like challenging the patriarchy.
We are a family. Sir Hammer is old school, like a lot of people don't like that word, but she's older than I am. She's older than you are. So she's and Sir Hammer, though a female, goes by Sir and Daddy.
Okay.
Yeah. She is not my daddy, but she is the patriarch of our home.
Yes.
We are a beautiful mixture of Black, white, Latino, and everything in between. There is Sir Hammer. There is Mama Sugarcane.
Mama Sugarcane. You got to get me a name. I need a mama name. But go ahead.
And Mama Sugarcane, oh baby, she is woo. That berry dark.
How?
Come on.
And the 50s house mom, that is her. She embodies that.
Now, what does that mean? The 50s house mom.
So back in the 50s, what the women do?
They cook.
Yeah, they cook,
clean. That's what we are, except not cooking and cleaning.
Oh, okay.
So when we go out as a family, we are very much.
Do y'all dress like 50s style? Oh,
absolutely.
With the petticoats and everything?
Absolutely.
I love petticoats.
And the boys in our house, they wear like the blue jeans and, their black boots and whatever uniform shirt of the day. It's usually either white or black. But yeah, that's.
Now, I remember we were talking. So are the, in your house, the females are the doms?
The top, not the doms.
The top.
Females.
Okay. Let's talk about top. Like we got to.
Yeah, it's female run. So even if you are a submissive, you're still over the men in that house.
Got it.
Doesn't matter if they're a dom or not, because in that household, you're not a dominant. Your sir, your daddy, whatever, outside of our household, but inside you're a boy. That's just what that is.
Okay.
That's just what that is. It's how it rolls. Yeah.
Cool. I know you guys. I remember when you came into the expo and you had the jackets, the leather. Because I was like, "What are y'all, like a biker gang?"
Yeah. You mean this one that I have on?
Yeah.
So I am a patched member of the ONYX Pearls.
Yeah. Okay.
Have you guys heard of ONYX?
No.
Oh.
Well, from you talked about it, but that's why we brought you on to kind of explain.
Yeah, let's educate the people. So the men of ONYX and the ONYX Pearls are a leather sorority for people of color, not just Black people, anybody of color, and kink. So what we do is there are, in our ONYX group, there's only like 713, but there's way more members than that. Not all of them are, and it's across the United States. We educate on anything kink, BDSM, the lifestyle.
Yes.
That is our goal.
Yes.
And it is one of our main rules is to educate, especially being a person of color in kink.
Yes.
Because again, like I said, you go into a space and you walk into said bar and it's a leather bar, it's a kink bar, but you walk in and there's nobody there who looks like you. There's not anybody there who can even imagine being you, whether they're Black or not. They could be a different POC and they could understand how you felt walking in there. White people don't understand because they're welcomed, accepted, and wanted everywhere.
Yes.
There's a difference between being wanted, accepted, and tolerated.
Yes. Yes.
And I feel like a lot of these places tolerate Black people, especially in gay spaces, because most of these bars, most of the leather bars are quote unquote gay. And that's another thing, like straight leather people are like, where the fuck do we go? You go to the gay bar. It doesn't matter.
Right.
If it's leather, you go in there. It doesn't matter if you're straight or not. Take your ass the fuck in there.
Right.
But as people of color, there's that other layer of, I just walked in here and everybody looking at me.
Right.
Like I committed a crime.
Yes.
Or I'm about to commit a crime or I'm about to start some shit.
Right.
And I tell people, you have to walk with a purpose and walk with intention. We, as people of color, are programmed to be afraid when we walk in certain spaces.
Yes.
We're afraid of what they're going to say to us and how we're going to react.
Yes.
We're afraid of what they're going to do to us and how we're going to react, because we're not just going to lay down and let them do what the fuck and say what the fuck they want to say to us. Right. We know we can take it to 0 and 60 in 2 seconds.
Right.
And we don't want to do that. Yes. So we go, I'm going to compose myself. And we go out that night. Okay, I'm going to compose myself. If something go wrong, I'm going boop, 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 boop. We don't say, okay, tonight's gonna be a great night. I'm gonna walk in this motherfucker and it's about to be popping.
Right.
We always prepare ourselves for the what if.
Yeah.
And so we go into these spaces, and as soon as we walk through the door and we see that what if now becomes a reality. And I tell people, walk with a purpose and walk with reason. Just walk into that motherfucker and own it. Just walk in there. Be a person. We aren't trained to just be people. And white people don't understand that, because they walk into a space, they're fine.
Right. So my question is, then being a part of this organization, it gives you the numbers, right? So if y'all come together into a different space, it's not you're not by yourself.
You're not by yourself. Right.
You have people that you can walk in together in that space confident, because it's like, if y'all don't have a color, we bringing it.
We're bringing it, right? Absolutely. And what we do is we reach out to different bars and venues, and we have bar nights.
Okay.
And we have events and all of the things, and you invite people. And when people, other black people, other people of color, mainly black people, come into that space and they see these black men got their asses out.
Yes.
This black woman over here who's not small got her titties out.
Right.
And she got on that little piece of something, and I think it's leather.
Yes.
And she just smiling and happy, and nobody's looking at her funny. They're telling her how good she looked.
Right.
That brings out a different level of euphoria for black people walking into and experiencing that.
Yes.
I love it.
It also, how does this help, like, being a black woman? Because for me, I'm building my confidence around being a big black woman and owning my body. And the good thing is I do have a husband. He's thin too, but he loves my body. You know what I'm saying? And so,
but you're like, you're my husband. You have to.
But loving myself, and really, I'm like really stepping out. Like, we do events. I wore like this like leather type outfit. I was like, I'm gonna be a dime. I'm not a dime. I'm really a sub. But I was playing a role.
You was role playing.
Right, I was role playing. But so how does that, having that group and that organization help with you in terms of confidence and all of that?
So again, especially us black people, we don't trust a lot of people, especially with our bodies, our minds. We don't trust them. You will trust a black person that you ain't never seen in your life before you trust this other person over here.
Right. Yeah.
And so being part of ONYX and ONYX Pearls, there may be things you want to experience. There may be things that you're like, oh, I don't know if I can do that or not. You'll be around people who've already been there, done that, number one. Number two, they're gonna boost your confidence. Okay? They're not just gonna let you run around looking a mess. If you got something on, they be like, oh, sir, I don't know about that one. Try this one. You still half-ass naked, but this one looks better on you. This one compliments you.
Right.
Okay? This one right here compliments you, the color. It's not about the size. It's about the color and how you wearing it.
Yes.
What else you gonna wear with that? How you gonna do your hair? Because we half naked. How you gonna,
Right.
And we are a family, and we cry, we laugh, we argue, we fight. We do all the things that families do. But most and foremost, we support one another.
Yes.
From across the United States.
That's awesome.
Yes.
I love it.
That's awesome.
And for me, being very pro-black, as you can hear it in my voice, in my folk, you know what I'm saying?
Deep down.
Right, deep down. I'm very pro-black. And, between the two of us, I'm very like, nah, son. So I love this. This is something that y'all need to come to the expo for next year and represent.
I would love you to come and do a workshop.
Yes. And let the people know what time it is.
You guys met Katrina.
She was at the expo?
Yes.
We might. We messed. We was so in it. We was in a state. It was our first one. We was like, so we probably did meet Katrina.
Katrina also. She had a cane and she was with us.
Yes. I do remember.
Katrina does reading, sexual teachings, all kinds of stuff. But Katrina is mixed race, but very white passing.
Okay.
And she owns that. Or sorry, they own that because they're non-binary.
Yeah, no.
They own that. And they know that there are certain things that they can and cannot do. And there are things that they can get away with, as you said.
Right, yeah.
And what ONYX does is they bring out, however you are, they're going to bring that out and double it.
Got it.
Okay? They're going to bring it out and double it and give you a voice on top of that. So whereas Katrina will go into a space and they take them as a white person, Katrina will sit back and listen and let these people talk and go on and on and on.
Oh, yeah.
And then drops the bomb of,
boom.
My mother's black.
Yeah.
I am a black woman. And what we're not going to do is sit here and talk about black people like that.
Right.
And a lot of white passing mixed race people are afraid to do that.
Yes.
They're afraid. They're afraid because, okay, I'm in this room by myself with all these white folk talking about black people and they think I'm one of them.
Right.
And so they double down and they decide not to speak up. And then they go home and they feel bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I love the fact that Katrina just is like, nope, I'm gonna put them in check.
Oh, absolutely.
Right
now. That and what people don't understand is that damages the mental health of mixed race persons who was raised by black people. Because the mixed race people who were raised by white people, they were raised white.
Yeah.
So to them, it's okay. It's okay to sit here and listen and hear that.
Yep.
But then they question themselves because also when they get home, because my mother's Puerto Rican and my father's German. I am also mixed race. So you go home and you sit back and you think, I should have said something. Do I hate myself? But you don't. You're just afraid to say anything. And so that damages the mental health of the other side of black society. Right. And so being part of a group like this, you're with people who are just like you.
Yes.
And who can understand.
It's a safe space.
It is a very safe space.
Which is very important.
It's safe. And they help you through things.
Yeah.
Right.
I want to ask you another question.
And we're all professionals, like they're doctors, nurses,
but,
lawyers.
But people think, people always think in the kink space or something, like people are like,
you're degenerate, homeless.
They're deviants and there's stuff like that. These are people.
I mean, we are kind of deviant.
I mean, but what I mean by that is like they don't contribute to society like everybody else is what I mean by that. But
so what was your question?
So my question is, I want to talk about this. What is a bear, a mama bear?
That's me.
Yeah. So when I always think of bears, I always think of, like the typical like hairy
fat white man.
Yeah. So when you said
furries,
when you said mama bear, I was like, what is a mama bear? And then you said you're the first acknowledged, but not the first in the world. Like, can you kind of clarify?
Absolutely.
All of that?
So, let's do a little bit of history. The bear community was created by quote unquote undesirable fat men, white men. I'm gonna call a spade a spade.
Right.
It was created by quote unquote undesirable fat white men because nobody wanted them because they were fat. And super hairy and da-da-da-da. So they created their own space and they're bears. So that's how that came about. So throughout leather and bear history, kink history, being a bear has always been associated with being a bigger size, hairy man.
Right.
But like I tell people, the male bear is not the one that you have to fear in the den.
Right.
It's the mama bear. And daddy bears aren't shit without a mother. their cubs are not shit without a mother. You have children. Anybody fuck with your house or your kids, what you gonna do?
They getting fucked up.
That's a mama bear. That's a mama bear. And that doesn't just go for your kids. Society and our community are our kids. Being a mama bear means that you are going to see some fucking fucked up shit and you're going to step up and speak. Because it's your lane.
Right.
You're not going to sit back and watch somebody being treated unfairly, especially if it was unjust or it was unprovoked, and just stand there and watch. You see an elderly person in a restaurant. You okay?
Yeah.
Okay. You see an elderly person in a restaurant and you see these people just provoke, doing things and saying things. Are you going to sit there and watch it?
Right.
Or are you going to say something to the people who are doing this to this person? You see a family who doesn't speak English trying to order their food, and you see other people in the line. You need to learn English. Are you going to stand there and listen and watch? Or are you going to speak up?
Right.
Are you going to try to help this family with whatever it is that they're trying to do?
Right.
That is a mama bear. Has nothing to do with size, race.
Yeah, that's
none
what
of that.
I was getting from that. I was like that because
do you have the claws for this shit?
hello.
That's what that is. And not everybody's set up for it. A lot of bitches be running around. I'm a mama bear. No, you're not. You're not cut up for this. You're not. You pick and choose what you do.
That's deep. Because when I tell you there's so many nuanced layers to the kink world and space.
Oh, absolutely.
And because I've been doing this work since before I was doing this work, right? And really knowing about things and the world of kink. And I knew that you were a bear because I pay attention to stuff. And I was like, when I met you at the expo, and there was just certain things, and I watched for things, and I'm just like, and I was like, interesting. I didn't say anything because I'm very quiet. People that really, really know me know I'm very observant and I'm very quiet, and I just pay attention to things. And I was watching little mannerisms and the things that you were doing, and I was like, oh, okay.
I'm the mama friend.
Right. I was paying attention to all of that. So now that you're saying all that, that makes total sense to me.
Also have
and tattoo, right?
Yeah.
It was very clear, right? Because again, like, she's learning.
Okay.
My business is learning, right? The language and the all of this. I know a lot about the things because I've been doing this work before I was doing this work.
Yeah.
And so I just was like, oh, okay. I didn't say nothing because I didn't want to put you on the spot.
Oh, put me on the spot. I love it.
Yeah, I didn't want to put you on the spot, sis. I didn't want to do that because I was like, dang.
I'm spottable.
Right, very much so. And you can, like, when you know that there is very much in charge, that's what I like to call them, in charge woman, right? You know it from a mile away. You can see it. Be like, oh, she ain't no joke. She'll fuck you up.
That is also because I live this life 24/7. It's not a sometimey, part-timey thing.
Want to keep in touch with us and what we have going on? Visit our website at omgoddesses.com and join our VIP list. Check out our upcoming events. Need to add to your spicy bag? Well, click on Shop Bedroom Candy for the top-of-the-line bath and body products, makeup, and bedroom accessories. Consider booking us for a fun, sexy, and educational show with your circle. We won't disappoint.
For me.
But a lot of people do. Yeah. A lot of people put on masks.
No. This is my life 24/7.
Yeah, put on masks because of the jobs and because we work very white corporate jobs. And so we have to cross fingers when we quit these jobs, girl, when we leave these corporate jobs and we can do this full time, we can literally just be free to actually do.
I'm free now. I don't give a shit. That's
Same.
I'm gonna be honest with you. So, like she's saying, me learning, I didn't become sexually liberated to my 40s.
Yeah.
Not to say that I wasn't freaking and doing my thing, but
it was
just
behind the scenes.
Yeah.
But just really opening up and absorbing this and learning about kink and BDSM. I always thought it was white people shit.
Yeah.
And what
and what I tell other black people, because they hear stuff and they be like, ugh, blah. I said, don't knock it.
Right.
We don't
until you try it, because you don't know if you like it until you try it.
Yes,
like, it's funny.
The hearing of it, and the seeing it written is like, oh, but then you get this sensation, and you're like, oh,
yeah.
Wait a minute, that's kind of hot.
Shit.
So there is a young man on Ready to Love. I don't know if you guys seen that reality show. It's on the OWN network, and he is a professional dom, and he's in Dallas, Texas. His name is Marvin. I don't know what his kink name is in the world. I have to look him up, but he's an erotic author, but he's also a dom. He's a professional dom, and I knew right off rip, them women weren't gonna fuck with him. I already knew, because again, the stereotype of black people in sex space, period, is we are very sexually conservative as black folks, period. And then you want to layer that on top and be a dom on top of that. Oh no, we ain't fucking with you. You got whipped chains and all kind of,
Baby,
right. But hence the reason why we do the expo.
Yes.
Right. So the reason why we're doing the expo is because we're trying to create safe spaces.
Yes.
It's melanated. We want people. We're trying to debunk that whole white people shit.
Right.
So we want people that look like us to come and learn from people that look like us.
Right.
And so that's the whole.
Because we've been in these streets.
That's
and y'all
the
just
whole
didn't know
purpose
it. Y'all
of
could have
that.
been in the streets with us.
So how did you hear about it? The expo.
Chris.
Oh, okay.
So, question for you.
Okay. I may have an answer.
Yes. So when you came to, and you heard about the expo, and you came to the expo, what was your expectation? And did your expectations get met from the expo?
So when I heard about the expo, of course, I was like, yeah! And I said, oh my God, do they need presenters? But like all of that had already passed. And I was like, oh, damn, I'll apply next year.
Next year.
I'll just go and support my brother. I actually did not have any expectations because this was the first year.
Yeah.
I don't even have any expectations for like the next 3 years because it takes time for
evolve.
stuff like this to build.
Yes.
And so it would be unfair to expect something out of a baby.
Yes.
You have to help that baby grow. And you have to help that baby
That's
grow.
where collaboration,
they gotta go from
network,
crawling
all that,
to, from not being able to do anything to crawling and stumbling, falling, getting back up, stumbling, falling. And us as a community, we just got to be there and you got this. Keep going.
Yes.
Keep going. And so I don't really have any quote unquote expectations. As far as how it went, it was fucking amazing. We had a great time, and then there were so many people after we posted our pictures and our videos and everything, and they were like, oh my God, is it only for black people? Like, no, bitch, bring your asses. It's just run by us.
Yes.
It's
centered
melanated,
on us.
not just black. It's melanated.
But we told people, like, we had a lot of white people that would come to us and they would say, so it's melanated, does that mean I could come? We said, do you love melanated people?
Right.
Yeah, then you can come. If you don't love melanated people,
stay your ass at home.
Stay your ass
at home.
That doesn't mean
don't come gawking at us.
It just means that it's not centered. It has, you know what I'm saying? It has a melanated centered topics and discussions, but you will benefit by coming, especially if you love us. You're going to learn how to, you know what I'm saying? How to deal, be around us,
how to navigate that.
Hello. Well, thank you. So, we did put a survey out, because we wanted to give feedback, and we know that it's going to get bigger and better every year. And we also, people like you.
We got to tell you who just reached out to
No.
us.
We can't put that
secret.
We we manifesting it. We wait. It's under wraps until
we just talked about it during our
But we didn't say names.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Because when
we have manifested this. It's still in the works. But
let the universe do what it do.
But when we tell you, I'm gonna be like, bitch, what, bitch?
You know of them. That's how big they are.
Yeah.
In the space.
Now I need to know.
We gonna we gotta be off the camera. We gotta be off
the camera. I ain't gonna say shit.
Yeah. And then when we tell you, you gotta manifest it with us.
I'm not into edge play. Don't edge me. Okay? Don't edge.
Cause when I tell you, because people don't know the backstory of how this came to be. So the expo was literally a dream that I had in my mind. And I woke up from that dream in a cold sweat, and because I have visions, I'm an empath as well. So I wrote it down, wrote it down,
right? As you should have.
And I put the date down, and it was 10/10/12. That was the date. Wrote it down, and I went back to sleep.
Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this, but okay, it happened, and I gotta write it down.
Literally, had not met this woman. Knew nothing of her, never met her. I wasn't even in the sex space yet. Hadn't even done anything yet. But I knew I wanted to do something in the sex space. So just wrote it down and went back to sleep. Then the dream kept getting bigger and bigger, and I kept writing it down. So when I met her in 2019, and the creator was like, tell her. I said, I'm not telling it, Dwight.
Right. It's mine.
Right.
I'm holding on to it.
I didn't know her. She didn't know me.
It goes back to that trust thing.
Yeah. and because we're both bedroom candy consultants, we connected on that level. And he said to me very clearly, you can trust her. Because I've been burned in the past.
I didn't know both of y'all were bedroom candy consultants.
Yes.
I should have had y'all at my coordination step down. Anyway, go ahead.
Yes, we do. We vend too.
We do all that, and
we're doing Pride too.
Yes.
I was trying to get all the black vendors of different things, especially sex things, all the nasty things at my coordination step down. But
so we have
it already happened.
Because I wanted you to talk about that too, because I did read up a little bit on that. But
so when I told her the vision. And it gets me emotional every time I talk about this.
And that's okay.
Right. And when I told her the vision, it wasn't how can you, it was how can we. And that's when I knew she was my person.
This is it.
Right? She was my person. And when the pizza box, as I call it, the Panda Express.
Oh, motherfucker panini.
Right. Literally, it changed the trajectory of our business and how we had to move and operate, but I'm glad that it did. And let me explain why. Because we didn't know each other. We did not know each other from a can of paint, and we just started this business. And so we had to learn each other.
Oh, absolutely.
We had to learn each other's, likes, dislikes.
That's why we call each other business lover.
Right. We had to learn.
Educational moment.
Yes.
In the world of kink, that is called under consideration.
I like that. We're going to use that. We're going to put that on the shirt.
When you're under consideration, that is you and your dom or you and your sub getting to know one another to see if you fit.
Yes.
It's still a commitment.
Yes.
But it's not a full-fledged commitment.
Right.
You're still promising each other, that loyalty and respect and whatever.
Yeah.
But then after the under consideration is when you go into the training.
Yes.
So
y'all were under. I tell people this, and the reason why I say this is because I'm glad that it happened, because I got to learn her style of how she likes to move and operate, and how she likes. And I tell her this all the time. She's very type A, even though she says she's not type A, but she's type A when it comes to business and how she likes to move.
We call that a service top.
I love it. And so
I think I'm a service top.
Yes. Because she likes things very, like last night we were having a discussion and she wanted to tell me the bio. And I said, don't tell me nothing. Because I don't want to know nothing about Brooklyn. And she was like, why? And I said, no, because I want to get to
see, I'm a research person. I want to read beforehand. I want to know. Research. And Kiki's more off
What's
the
your
cuff.
sign?
I'm a Leo. My birthday is the 31st.
Yeah. Okay, you're the same as my brother.
Yeah, I am a Scorpio. Yeah, I'm that nigga.
What's your sign, babe?
Virgo.
Oh, so I'm surrounded by
this right here?
Yeah, my mother's a Virgo. I'm surrounded. Yeah. All my friends are Virgos.
Just call us Charmed.
Yep. Both my best friends. My best friends are Virgos, and then my circle they Scorpio,
and they will be.
Yeah, and my mama's a Virgo. That's why I don't wear my feelings on my sleeve.
You can't.
Right.
You absolutely.
Hello.
Will tell you. And so I tell her, I said no, because I want to give Brooklyn's energy.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I want to go into it blind. I don't want to.
We just have different styles, but it works together,
yes.
Right? Because and so we call each other business lover because it's a marriage.
Yes.
Oh, it really is.
So.
And we got that from Marla.
Yes.
Marla, who does Sex Down South in Atlanta.
Shout outs to
Marla.
Yeah.
Marla is my soror.
Stop it.
What's sorority?
Bald-headed Marla.
She's in the ONYX.
Yeah.
Oh,
she's
we love her. We did Sex
she's
by Southwest.
She's one of my big sisters.
I love Marla. Like, I've been following Marla for years.
Yep.
And again, like, a lot of these people that I've been following in this space are just now like seeing our potential.
We're working.
Y'all did Sex Down South. Did y'all meet Trey?
We didn't. Chalk. We haven't done Sex Down South. We did Sex by Southwest, and then we did Southwest Love Fest, both in Tucson and Sex by Southwest. Yes. I mean, Southwest Love Fest is where we met Miss K.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we just, when I tell you, and when we met all the folks when we were doing the Love Fest, everybody was like, when are the tickets for the expo?
Right. Yeah, people when they hear it, because they're like, because a lot of people do expos. Even black people might run something, but it's not melanated. It's not. Right. So this is
there's nothing there for us.
Right. This is more our wheelhouse that we're, it's a conversations for us, by us, about us. And, and we do a lot black because that's who we are, but it's BIPOC. It's people. It's melanated, period. So, but, the fact that we working and meeting people who we looked up to or that, have been in this space for a long time, it's like, it's just feeling honored.
It's a very
but empowered too.
Y'all need to go to Southwest Leather Fest.
Ooh, when is that?
I think it's in June every year.
Okay,
I'll send y'all the information.
Yes,
but y'all need to go to that.
We are excited when I tell you the things that, because your brother just reached out to us and wanting to do Pride.
Yeah.
We were like, what? You want us to do what? We were like, wait, because we went out to dinner with Christopher and Eddie, and they so cute. And shout out to Christopher and Eddie. Like, we just love them. And they're so cute. And
Exotic World.
Right. And we literally had no expectations of the dinner. We literally just was like, okay, what they want us to do. Mm-hmm. What is they want us to do? They, do a little, but they were like, no, we want y'all to speak. We were like, wait, what? You want us to do what?
Yeah.
You want us to speak?
Yeah.
At Phoenix Pride? Like,
and I need y'all to be big and sexy.
Hello.
That's a given.
I've really been coming out of my shell. Like, I really try to dress the part and do it. And August 4th through the 6th, we're doing, I think we reached out to you. We didn't know if it was something we could talk about it offline. Yeah. Okay. We're doing a kickback collab in Vegas.
You did reach out to me about that.
Yeah, so
I need to check my calendar because I do have a lot going on in August.
Yeah, absolutely. So I know because we asked Christopher, they're going to be in Utah. Right. So I don't know if you, but it's something that we're into because we're really big on collab and networking. Yes. And so we want to bring sex positive people together and do content.
Right.
Yes.
And so because it all helps us if we got content that we're constantly sharing and collaborating and networking with people. And so we got a really awesome sexy weekend coming up.
Well, since y'all got that sexy weekend come up, can I make a quick plug?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So my girl, Serotonin.
Yes.
She's
Come on, I love that.
she's my alpha girl.
Ooh.
Eddie's my alpha boy. Because she a big back bitch too.
Yes, come on, big backs.
She is 6 foot something.
Ooh.
She got a big back.
Yes.
Most of leather gear, harnesses and things like that are not geared towards women's bodies, number one, to begin
Facts,
with.
facts.
Number two, they not big back bitch friendly.
No.
So I told Sarah, we're two big back bitches. Why don't you start making our leather gear?
Yeah.
So Sarah at Primal Designs makes big back gear.
Oh, I love it.
Custom to your body.
Come on.
Can't nobody, she make it for you. Can't nobody fit it but you.
Yes.
I want me a leather
Okay,
piece for the
so it's gonna fit your rolls in the right way.
Come
Oh,
on.
You know, it's not gonna be hidden under the rolls. She gonna make sure it lay up so people can see the shit.
yeah. Because guess what? We did the masquerade party last year.
because we was in it.
Yeah. This one will be sexy cosplay.
Yeah.
So people, you can just be.
But I will give y'all Sarah's information.
Yes.
Yes.
But her gear is not geared towards men's bodies.
Yes.
Right.
One.
Yes.
And they're not geared towards
Primal
thin
Designs.
bodies. Okay, they're not geared towards thin bodies. I'm gonna say
Yes.
that one more time. It's for the big back bitches.
Yeah, and this big back bitch wants some sexy
Yes.
shit. Okay.
Yes.
Custom.
After we get off air, I'll show y'all what she made for me.
Yes.
And
And I'll show you some stuff that she made for herself.
Because we have, like I said, for the expo, the theme is our body, our power,
Our bodies, our pleasure, our power.
Yeah.
That's the theme for next year's expo. And how I just my mind, the way that my mind works, I wanted to see Black nerds because we are both Black nerds.
Me too.
Wingardium Leviosa, nigga.
I'm just saying.
Hermione is black. I don't ever know.
Cornbread Leviosa.
Right. Period. Wizards of Waverly Place up in this motherfucker. And I wanted to see black people and doing nerdy shit.
Oh, I love black nerds.
But sexy.
I love us.
But sexy.
I love us.
And when I told this one right here, when I told this whore, I said, friend, she was like, what? I have an idea for the party. And she was like, what? What's the idea? And I said, I want to do sexy cosplay.
So she turned it from a party to a party.
Yeah.
That is party.
It's a party.
Yeah.
So get ready.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, y'all. You know what? When y'all came, y'all show. It was
show.
Listen.
The fuck out.
So everybody wrote me and said, "What color are we wearing?" I was like, "I don't know." They're like,
I love, and then the stomach came with the steampunk look. It was y'all was fly. Okay, we loved it.
I'm not even gonna lie. I was in the back most. That's why you didn't see me.
We agreed on the black and gold.
I was in the back. I was literally in my head all weekend because this one is the worry word of the group. Like when I tell you, she be like, "Friend," I be like, "It's all right.
"Just breathe.
It's all right. Just breathe."
I've gotten better with that. A lot of that
She
is coming
does.
to my meditation and affirmations.
Well, she smoked some weed. She
I
good
do.
and
I
get a little cocktail.
smoke a little something.
I can't have weed or cocktails for like next year.
Oh, wow.
I had weight loss surgery last month.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm still gonna be a big back bitch
Right.
forever.
Yeah. Just a little, you're smaller. I like it.
But that's a mindset anyway. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a big back bitch.
I love it.
Yeah.
I wanted to do something for the black nerds out there. I
Right.
feel like they're not represented, and we do cosplay, and we do it very, very
Right.
sexy.
Again, that's another area that people think that that's white people shit.
Right.
And it's not.
Right.
It's
and
not.
So when we talk to our, hopefully Mika will be our manager and our PR. But when we talk,
Well,
to
she
her,
is already.
facts. And
Official though.
Moon
Right.
Ink Dream.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. And when we talked to her about it, because she's also into cosplay, she was like literally almost in tears. And she was like, oh my God. I said, friend, we doing it for y'all.
Because I love to dress up. So you see my ponytails. We all wore pink, and we went. We went to see Barbie.
The Barbie movie.
Yes. We were Barbie girls in a Barbie world.
Sarah had her ponytails.
Now that would be sexy to do like a kink Barbie. Oh shit!
So
damn.
For my Empress's ball.
Yes, let's talk about the Empress ball.
Come on, Empress.
The Empress ball. We did Alice in Leatherland.
Ooh, shout out to that. That sounds sexy.
It was.
I love it.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the Empress Ball and what is that about that organization, all of that. And when you wear that crown, what are you representing?
The Imperial Court of Arizona, www.imperialcourtaz.org. The Imperial Court of Arizona is a nonprofit that fundraises for other nonprofits in the LGBTQIA and straight communities. So we don't just do things for gay people. And when I say that we fundraise for other nonprofits is exactly what I mean.
Yes.
We are not government funded. We don't have grants. We don't have anything. All of our money comes from putting on events and people coming to those events.
Yes.
And what we do is, say if one of y'all had, or both of you have an organization that's close, near, and dear to your heart, and they are a 501(c)(3). As long as they're in good standing with the IRS, we can fundraise for them. That's it. We fundraise, we do the event. They get the money at the end. Well, I think a month later, 3 weeks. I don't know. Don't quote me on that part. But they get the money. And all of that money that's raised goes directly to them. We don't keep any part of it at all, whatsoever.
Awesome.
And so we hold we have 5 state events. And those 5 events are for us because as an organization, we do need money to operate. So we have our coronation. Our coronation every year is May 5th through 8th or 4th through 8th. Because it starts on Friday night. Yeah, 4th through 8th. And the coronation is where we crown our newest monarchs, our new emperor and empress, and or just emperor and or just empress. Because the state has the community, the state, people in Arizona as a whole have to vote. So just because you run for empress doesn't mean that the people gonna vote you in.
Right.
So we could just have an emperor, and we haven't yet have anybody who just this bitch just didn't win. It's a whole fucking process. You have to go through candidate. You have to do an application. You have to do an interview with all of the monarchs before you. So it's a candidate interview. And in that interview, what the monarchs do is they look and they see, can this person be the face of our organization? Can this person talk on behalf of our organization? Are they going to bring a positive light to our organization in the name of our organization? They care less whether you can rule or not because that's a learning experience. But you do have to have some type of leadership qualities because it's not for the faint of heart. So you do your candidate interviews. They announce candidates like 2 weeks later. So you have to shut the fuck up for 2 weeks, which is hard because you can't say anything. You're excited like, oh my God, I'm a candidate. But you can't say shit for 2 weeks. We do candidate announcements, and that also is a fundraiser. So coronation is when they're crowned. Then we have the Emperor's Ball, and that is a ball to honor the emperor and whomever he picked on his line to help fundraise. And then we have the Empress's Ball, which is the same thing, except for it's to honor the empress and her downline. Then we have the PR Ball, which are our Prince and Princess Royales. So under each emperor and empress get to pick a Prince and Princess Royale. So I had to pick my Princess Royale, and my Emperor Geo had to pick his Prince Royale. And essentially what these people are is, it's like the vice president to the president. If we are unable to go somewhere or do something, we're sick, we're whatever, or we're somewhere else, and we really need to be two places, you definitely can't be two places. You got to pick and choose. So you as the monarch are going to go to the most quote unquote important, and then your PR can go to the other thing, or you just have to decline something.
And this is national, right? This organization?
It's United States, Canada, and Mexico.
Oh,
wow.
International. International Imperial Court System. So then we have coronation. Oh, investitures. Investitures happens 2 weeks to a week after coronation. And that is when the emperor and the empress has picked people from the community to be part of their line. And you give them titles like there's a lady, dame, Dutch, duchess, grand duchess.
It's like a really
very
big,
royal
ball.
Yeah, very royal.
How fancy pinks out, pinkies
Yeah,
out.
And you sell tickets to the ball and stuff.
We do. Well, so for the emperor's ball, the empress's ball, there are no tickets. For investors, none of that stuff. The only thing that there's tickets to is coronation. But other than that, when you come to one of the events, you give a donation, $5, $10, whatever you want to give. You give some donations because we also have like auctions and all kinds of things.
And you get to dress up and all that
Yes, because we always have a theme for something.
Nice.
Yes, so it's very much
like
cosplaying.
like the what did you say? Leather.
Alice in Leatherland.
Alice in Leatherland.
Come on.
Yeah.
So our current emperor, Ricky Cedillo, for his for their investitures, it's like very race car theme. So I did like a black dress with like the race card, like checkers, and I had the earrings and the things.
Ooh, that sounds. That's hot.
And the theme, it would start your engines.
Yeah, you know, that's in my way. I love to dress up.
Yeah, well,
I'm trying to do it more.
Imperial Court, we dress up for just about every fucking thing.
You're gonna have to check out our thing because we're actually going to a studio that has like different rooms with different themes. One is like an Egyptian theme. One is a space theme. So I'm putting my space buns.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna do collab pictures, but we'll do individual pictures.
Oh, that's cute.
It's gonna be really nice.
Cute. So that's what we do, and you get to go to coronations that are, in different states.
That's awesome. Yeah, I saw on you were like all over the place, going to different places. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah. We're going to Hawaii soon. And their themes has something to do with butterflies.
Come on. I love it.
Nice. Awesome. We just want to thank you so much for joining. We're going to take a second and do our spicy bag.
Okay.
So what we do here is that Kiki pulls out a couple of bedroom candy products and we talk about it.
Okay.
And then we're going to let you share all of your social media and everything where people can find you.
Okay.
And then we're going to wrap up.
Sounds good.
So our spicy bag this week is, because I know, again, I like to really think about like who's coming on and you know, all that kind of stuff. So I was like, I think she would really, really enjoy these things because they're very luxurious products, right?
I like luxury.
Come on, luxury. So this is from our Bath and Body collection. This is called Blooming Cherry. It's called Bubbly. And it is our bath gel, but you can use it as a shower gel as well. So I'm going to let you smell it.
It's like your bubble bath.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, we love us a good bubble bath, but we can find a bath to fit our asses.
Yes.
She smell. That smell like liquor.
I just love the smell. The cool thing about these products too is that the reason why we sell bedroom candy is because like what's inside, like, you know, it's hyperallergenic, non-toxic, 100% vegan friendly. You know, and it was made in the USA.
That sounds like it's gonna be good on my eczema.
It's very,
My father has eczema. He's able to use our products. Like when I tell you my dad has extreme eczema.
Same, like it's bad.
Yeah, it's really, really bad.
Yeah, I can't put shit on my skin.
Right. So I have a friend
able
that
to use our products with no problem.
She can use our products with no problem.
Yeah, it's so bad I have eczema on my lips. So it always look like my lips chapped, but they're not.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, right now I got oil on them, but And I got this thing right here on my
my sister had real bad eczema. So
when I tell you that people love bubbly, so it's really it has a very floral scent. So think of just like Japanese cherry blossom, but it's our version of Japanese cherry blossom.
And with safer products.
Right, exactly.
Ingredients.
And this is the little sister to bubbly. So we like to match scents. So this is our body butter. You can just literally
it's clear.
smell. Yes. She's like, I want to take that home. How much is it? I want to take it home.
But what's the deal though with
Hold on, I'm doing some strange things in my mind.
And that is made with African shea butter. So we get our shea butter from a little village in Ghana. So all of our shea butter is made with that. And this has vitamin E, you know, all kinds of good stuff.
Good stuff for your skin.
Yes. And again,
so you can layer that.
You can layer it. So after you take your bath, there you go.
Yeah. Now you can buy them separately, but currently right now
we have a deal.
Yeah.
Where
you buy that, you get that free.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I'm in that choose your player mode.
Yes.
Right. When they stand when they doing this and you gotta pick and you going through and it's flipping and you like Yeah.
Yeah, you can use this for your hair, your scalp, any kind of dry patches on your body, feet, anywhere that you want to be moisturized, you can use.
I need a bucket of that for my feet.
Come on.
I got jungle feet. I walks around on this hot ass asphalt, barefoot ass naked.
Well, so we just recently somebody was talking about that's called grounding. Right. And I didn't know that because I always my kids my youngest who's non-binary, they always are walking around barefoot. Empath. Yeah, well, they walk around barefoot.
They're empath. They feel a lot. Are they very emotional?
Yes.
They're an empath. And so Earth for empaths, and I don't know how much about this you know because you're an empath.
Yes.
Earth, the ground and Earth itself for empaths help us release the energies that we have taken in because it can be too much, especially a negative energy. Yep. So in my own house, I have a big pot of soil that I bought from like a gardening store because it hasn't been touched by anybody else, it hasn't been stepped on by anybody else. And so when I've peopled too much, I've been in a space like from Tucson, so when I get home, I'm gonna be all in that dirt because it was full of people last night.
Yeah.
But you touch that, or you go to the park and you sit in the grass and you just let your hands and your feet and your body just be one with the earth.
Sometimes when I'm around like too many people, I need a few days.
You have to.
Yeah, I need it.
But if you get you a pot of soil, you'll need a couple of days.
Yeah.
It'll get you a couple of hours.
Yeah, I need a few days to just decompress because when I'm around a lot of energies,
it's too much for your body.
It's too much for my body. I can't
well, we're only one person.
Yeah.
We're only one person, and your bodies and your minds are meant for you.
Yes.
But as empaths, you take on everybody else's bullshit.
Yes.
Yeah. Being happy, mad, sad, whatever it is, you're taking it in.
I don't think I'm not an empath, but I do agree. I do believe that my child is that. Yes. But I used to be like, don't me.
They're super emotional.
Walking out on very, but there was someone on this on Fleek's podcast. It was a naturopath, a nutritionist, and a gentleman who was talking about grounding and also the sun, going out there and getting the sun
just
rays.
Being in the hot ass sun.
Yep. And so, but he said you got to go out there and you have to put your bare feet, because I was just like, I put my bare feet on the ground.
On the ground.
Put your bare feet on the ground because I forgot what something about our cells. It regenerates our cells. I didn't know that. Yes. So I had to, when I talked to my child the other day, I was like, I'm so sorry. You can do you can do whatever you like.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Doing this work, right? So it's a lot of things that as empaths we gotta do.
And when you're young and you don't know that you're an empath, it's a lot because you feel like you're going crazy.
Yeah.
Because you were just having fun and you were just out with everybody, and now all of a sudden you feel so sad, crying. There was somebody around you hurting, and they wasn't saying nothing, and you picked that up, and now that energy
is tossed on you.
Definitely gonna have. I'm gonna be like, you need to listen to this episode, kid, and tell me if that's what you've been feeling.
Man.
A lot of people don't believe in that, but it's true. It is absolutely true. A lot of people who suffer from severe depression or bipolar aren't really bipolar. You're an empath. They call it bipolar because you're either high or you're low. But
it's because
it's really depend on who you're around and where you're at. And most empaths stay by themselves. They be by themselves because when they're around other people, they either feel like
she don't
so
understand.
Good.
She can't, like, when I tell you,
they be so happy, so good,
because she's a people person. She's such a people and I'm not. And she doesn't understand.
I need people.
Yeah,
like,
she
I'm
be
like,
needing
I
folks.
like to be around
It's scary. Here's the thing. It's scary as an empath because you could be around so many amazing energies and be so on top of the world, but when you get home, you're exhausted.
I be tired.
You ain't did shit but smile.
See, that's why I know I'm not an empath, because I don't feel.
Or it's a flip, and you can be around a whole bunch of negative Nancy's and negative shit, and now you're depressed, mad, don't even know the fuck why. Right. You're like, is Mercury in retrograde? No, bitch, you in retrograde. Stay away from people. But we are also healing to other. So what happens if they're sad and whatever? Being around us changes that whole mood, and we took that away from them and gave them happiness.
But did you take it with you?
Yes, you take it with you.
You made them feel a certain way, and now you.
And that's the thing. You take it with you, and you have, as an empath, you have to learn how to take that away.
And so, because again, like, because a lot of the times I need my space. I need quiet.
People don't understand that.
And because she loves people, she loves being around people, she loves
all.
When she disappear and y'all in the space, just let her, go for 5, 10, 15 minutes.
At the expo, she stayed in the VIP room.
Too many people.
I was out, but it works because she does her thing, I do my thing, and it works out.
I literally, like, it was so funny. Because she does all the administration stuff for our business, right? She does all the emails, all that kind of stuff. That's her wheelhouse. That's what she's good at. And that's not my wheelhouse. I'm more of the with the people. We flipped roles. And it was literally not intentional, but it needed to work out that way because I'm an empath and I can't do all of those people. I can't do all that. So
too many new motherfuckers.
So I was literally coordinating all of our celebrity guests, making sure that they were on, making sure that they were getting to the space on time, making sure that they needed to get where they needed to go, coordinating all of that, answering DMs from people, answering emails, answering phone calls while she was out with the people. Right. And so it worked out that way. Because I knew my body could not take all that. Right. I knew my body could not. And again, she's not knowing the empath world.
I am so proud of you for being conscious, very conscious of that.
I was very conscious of my body.
I know, but then we felt like we missed everything. She was like, I missed the whole thing. Because she stayed. He was like, dang.
But you know what she didn't miss? Having to fucking unpack and do with all the emotions and feelings.
But what she also did was she made our our special guests feel even more special. Absolutely. Like she focused on them, and because of that, they said we raised the bar for them. Like Sir Marvelous and it was like, well, when other people book us, we're gonna be like, well, OMG did this. What the fuck you gonna do?
I stayed at the house with our celebrity guests. I made sure that they got all of their needs met.
Yes.
I made sure that they were getting everything that they needed, and all of that kind of stuff. So I took care of that for them, and it worked out great. But it was draining on my body. My body was so, I literally needed like 3 days.
You need a nap.
I needed
2 or 3.
Yeah. I needed like 3 days after. I was like, don't call me friend for like 3 days. Because it was draining. I literally came to the party, right? I came to the party. I saw y'all. Y'all was cutting up.
And she
y'all was
stayed in the VIP.
I saw it, and I was like, "Oh no, I can't. I can't."
She wanted people to throw a party and stay in the room.
Yeah.
Y'all enjoy yourself. I planned it and put it together, but y'all, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be over here, over y'all.
She said y'all was cutting up. I couldn't.
Y'all was cutting up. Y'all was cutting the rug. Y'all was.
Yeah, but it's gonna be so much. It's gonna be we working. You know, we it's gonna be so much better. But we got one more.
Yes,
What you want to talk
one
about?
more thing. Oh my God, one of my favorites.
That look like a penis.
Mm-hmm.
Wait till you feel the softness of it.
Yeah, this is called King from our Royal Treatment collection, and it's super. When I tell you this silicone that we use for this collection is the softest silicone that I've ever felt out of all.
It's called Comfort Tech.
Yes. Yeah, come on, Comfort Tech technology,
and it also has the body quake technology too.
Oh. Yes, we're fancy at Bedroom Candy. We're fancy.
You fancy, huh?
Yes,
you fancy.
Right.
So this particular toy has a lot of different functions to it. It also has, I believe 10 speeds.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I've never used something with this thing.
The
on
rabbit.
I don't even know what that's for.
So
I've been looking at that like it's scary.
So
the heels have eyes
so
and shit.
this actually can move on its own.
It has its own speed.
It has its own function and speed.
I'm scared of that.
And then this can move on its own by itself, or you can move it together by itself.
So what the hell is this doing?
That's on that. That's on that clitoris.
Oh.
So that's that clitoris. So that you have the insertion toy, and it's curved for G spot,
This is
and it's
moving
ribbed
on its own. This is moving by itself. This function right here is not moving. Yeah, come on. Right, exactly. So I'm gonna let you.
It said I'm grown.
Yeah.
But you know what I love about the rabbit thing is because that can go, be on each side of the clitoris, each side of the clitoral hood, and then you see the ribs up the top, so you're getting that right. So you're getting a different sensation.
So now both of these are moving at the same time.
I think that's gonna get me over my bee fear. That sounds like buzzing bees.
Right. But that's a good buzz. Yeah, and that's curved for a G-spot stimulation. But feel how soft it is.
Right?
It's very soft.
Right? Isn't it plushy? Isn't it plushy? It's plushy, right? That's gonna be your new friend. That's gonna be your new friend.
I'm just gonna sleep like this.
And it's so pretty. You don't know what I love about it. It's pretty and it's practical and it's functional.
It's very.
That's what I used to say about Tupperware when I saw Tupperware. It's pretty, it's practical, and it's functional.
It's fun.
Now, right.
It breathes.
Fun and functional.
It's very flexible. It moves with you. I really love this toy. I love the whole Royal Treatment collection, to be quite honest with you, because they really thought. They're very thoughtful when it comes to the different toys in our collections. But yeah, this, and then we have in our collection for the Royal Treatment, we have King, we have Your Highness.
Me.
Yes, come on, Highness. And then we have the Queen.
Me.
Yes, come on. Yes.
I'm the Queen of Hearts.
Yes.
The Red Queen, if you will.
Is that what you were at the?
I am.
Alice in Wonderland.
I am the Red Queen. I yelled off with their head. Off with their head the entire year of my reign.
It comes in a nice little pouch.
Yes.
So you can travel with it.
And it's USB chargeable.
Yeah, we don't fuck with no batteries.
We ain't got time for no batteries.
And it's a 1-year warranty. Yes. So if you looking for bedroom candy,
come on,
fucks with us.
Yeah.
We are orgasmic melanin goddesses, and we only deal with high quality toys and products. And we only gonna deal with someone in our community, which is Candy Burris. So this is her line. So
come on, boss.
You know what I'm saying? We fucks with our people, and we fucks with high quality.
Because Candy Burris is the only Black person. The only Black.
Is that still now?
Yes.
Wow. Because I'm like.
The only, and I'm going to say that again for the people in the back that can't hear. The only Black celebrity or non-celebrity that has their own sex toy.
Ella es la única negra. La única. Que tiene su línea de productos sexuales. But for the Afro-Latinos that don't speak English.
Period. You heard what she said. Okay? I ain't bilingual.
Say, y punto.
Y puntos, nigga. Period.
Y punto.
Period. That's what it is.
I have to learn Spanish.
Okay.
I really need to.
Listen. Yeah, because Candy Burris is the only black sex celebrity or non-celebrity that has her own sex toy line. Everybody else is Caucasian. So all these sex toys that
Or
are
of the
out here,
Caucasian persuasion.
Yeah.
all the sex toy lines.
Yeah.
Out of all the, because again, the big brands like Lido, Doc Johnson, things like that, they're all made by white men. So even in the porn industry, they're white men.
Right.
They're white men ran.
So they're not made for us anyway.
Right. So
They're not made right for us.
right. So when we have these things, and it's like people at, oh, well, why don't you do your own sex toy line? Yeah, it's a very fucking expensive, nigga.
Very.
And we don't believe in reinventing the
We
wheel.
need sugar daddies.
If somebody's in that space and they've got really good quality
Support them.
products, we
Right.
support them and
Support
we
them.
promote them.
Right.
We want to thank you so much for coming on.
Yes.
Please tell everybody
Where they can
will.
follow you
Brooklyn,
and all that kind
where
of
they
good
can
stuff.
find you,
Yes.
support you, love on you, all that.
My Facebook is Brooklyn DeMornay. And my Instagram, I think, is Brooklyn_V_DeMornay.
We'll put it in the show notes
Yes.
too.
Yeah. Other than that, I'm on Fetlife as MistressAiram.
Come on, Fetlife.
I think I found you. I think I friended you on Fetlife.
Did you?
I think I did.
What's your name on Fetlife? Disclose
Niche.
it.
It's just Miss Niche. I didn't even get no sexy name or mistress.
You don't need no sexy name.
Yeah, I don't even have I'm still learning the kink world. I really want my husband to dominate me.
You still gotta figure out who you are. I give classes on that.
Yeah, we want to do it as a couple. We want to get a consultation.
I do couple classes.
Yeah, because we got the floggers, we got all that stuff, and I'm like, now we gotta learn what to do.
Well, you gotta start off sensual, you gotta get to know one another in a different light.
Yes,
and we're gonna have this vanilla sex light.
Yeah, right.
Your foreplay has to change from whatever it is to a different level. Yes. And in order to do that, both parties have to come to grasp and be open to new things, and
we're both
kind of just let go of the stereotypical that's white people shit. Gotta let it go.
I don't have that kind of partner, so we open to it. It's just understanding what we like.
Yes.
So we need help and support with that.
Yes.
And so the fact that you say that you are an ex, you know what I'm saying? You help couples.
A lot of different types of classes.
Oh,
I have been a lifestyle and pro dom, and this is going to sound real bad, but it's the sad truth, and it's why I'm good at what I do. But since I was 14.
Wow.
I was sold into child sex trafficking when I was 13.
Oh, wow.
And because I've always been very high strung mentally, they could not quote unquote break me. I was still a boss bitch. And so one client came in and I was talking shit to my captors because I always did. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, boop, boop, boop. And a client came in and he just looked and he was like, I want her to do that to me. And I'm like, the fuck? And he just crumbled. And my captor was like, okay, get in there and tell him what to do or whatever it is he wants. But I learned how to be a dominatrix the wrong way, and had to, as an adult, I had to step back and see the things that I was doing wrong, because I was hurting people because they wanted me to hurt them, but I was hurting them in a wrong way. So I do love to hurt people, but I do it the right way now. Yes. Very safe.
Yes.
We need to have you. We're gonna definitely have to have you back on and talk about trafficking, that whole type of thing.
I am 47 and I've been doing this since I was 14.
Wow.
Yes, I am a lifestyle and pro dom. So I give classes to people so that people are doing things the right way.
Yes.
Because you can't only hurt someone physically, but you can damage someone mentally. And that is the worst thing to try to come back from, because a lot of people don't come back from that. And everybody's not set up the same way mentally.
Right.
And you have to kind of learn how to gauge that. Be you on the S side of the slash or the D side of the slash.
Right.
You have to learn how to navigate that, because if everybody only thinks that the S types get hurt or can be hurt, but DOMs can be hurt mentally as well. So
where do you have space for that, like a space that's dedicated, or do you find different spaces?
I find different spaces. So I stopped because I was doing a lot of drag and a lot of philanthropy work in the community. I kind of like took a step back, and I'm like, my leather has taken a back seat. It sounds
like you need a space.
My leather has taken a back seat, and I need to get out there. So I literally pulled all of my stuff out the other day, and I wrote Eddie and I wrote Girl Sarah, and I was like, okay, so I'm gonna see where all of the conventions and things, all the happenings across the U.S. are happening this year, and I'm gonna get us set up as presenters, because Eddie does knife play, and Girl Sarah is really big on corsets.
Well, we're going to Exotica in DC in December. But definitely we have space for you at our expo. So we'll be getting those forms out, and we will definitely make sure that you get the form. Let us know what you want to do, and just create like a dope if you want to be a performer, or actually do a workshop and teach people how to do it.
It'll probably be a workshop, because I'm not performing right now. I need to refocus on educating people in the kink and leather community, because I always get messages in my inbox when people have a question, and they're like, hey, can I ask you and I'm like, yeah. And, I'll talk to them a little bit about it, and then I have to let people know, without us actually like sitting and actually talking, I'm going to give you a half-ass, this may be blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Because you got to sit and you have to talk, and it's a whole analyzation. It's a whole... Yeah. And so I was like, I need to start back giving my classes. I used to give the classes and all the things.
Yeah, it sounds like you need to. And so people can do it, like you said, the right way. But thank you so much, Brooklyn.
No, thank y'all
for being a part of our show. We have to
We
just
love
give
it.
you, yes, thank you. And
Yourself's one of those.
Yes, for us too. Yes. So we are going to have your information on our show notes, so that people can follow you. We'll keep you in touch. And you guys, you just experienced Sex, Love, and the Black Experience. Thank you for taking this journey with us. And make sure you like and subscribe if you like what you're hearing. And we will see you soon.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you for watching Sex, Love, and the Black Experience podcast. Please continue to tune in and keep watching. And follow us at omgoddesses.com. Join our VIP list. Or Facebook and IG at omgoddesses20 and Twitter at omgoddesses.